Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. How is everyone today? It is a snowstorm here.
Oh, not here.
Oh, really?
Not here. No snowstorm here.
Oh, no. I mean, it's not a snowstorm, but we definitely had like the first stick to the ground. Don't need to shovel the driveway yet, but
Oh, no.
definitely need
Nope.
to wear winter boots. Day.
Nope. Not here.
Really?
Yes, I was able to wear my pretty shoes for one
To
more
your
day.
office? Awesome.
Uh-huh.
Amazing. Today is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everyone. November is flying by.
It's insane. It is insane. It is insane.
November.
Do you know how many days there are left in this year? Do you know?
37.
Are you ready? Oh, 43.
More than that.
40.
43.
Not many more. 43.
Can we just actually, okay, we had a topic for today, but to be totally honest, I have a day of extroverting and I don't have it in me right now. So we're just going to have a good old fashioned chit chat. Because my day is podcast, coaching call, masterclass, coaching call, info session. It just happens to be one of those days.
Yeah.
You also watching will have those days. Maybe you already do have them. But these are one of the days. Last night and this morning I was showing Laura, and we're all just having like a chit chat right now. And I was showing Laura slides. So I'm hosting tonight a 10K success system info session. And I was sort of doing the history of how we got here. And I went back in time to the good old Google Images. And first of all, if you never Googled yourself and you have been online for a while, you should Google yourself. Second of all, actually, Laura, I found images of us too doing like early days podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
I found images and and it was such an interesting sort of look back in the past because I have been online since 2011, but I've been doing my nutrition practice since 2007.
My gosh.
And so I found images of me at like the Women's Fitness Clubs of Canada, at Mayfair Gym, I found images of, oh my God, do you know what I found? I did a WOW weight loss. Oh, I want to see if I can do it. And I'm going to see if I can find it and share it. Oh my gosh, where did it go?
I want to see.
It was a WOW weight loss video testimonial thing of my like 3 or 4 top clients who lost like a boatload of weight. And
so cool.
It was like this professional video that I had made when I was in the doctor's offices in like 2013, 2014.
Yeah.
And it was really good. And it's so funny because I think at that point I had already had coaching. So I knew sort of like how to make the video and what to get them to say. But it was just really interesting. And like going back to like the gym days where I remember I had this window in my office where it was like a window and I had all these different like articles taped on the window and I had like recipes taped on the window. And I remember doing these smoothie demos because it was the only way that I could get people to talk to me.
Yep.
And I remember like lugging in, the gym was in a mall and it was upstairs. And I remember like going up the escalator and like lugging like all of this, the blender and like this smoothie stuff and whatever. And like coming in and like setting it all up and like doing smoothie demos and talking about chia seed and like the difference between chia seed and flaxseed and why I'm not using yogurt and, like non-fat yogurt in my smoothie, why I'm using almond milk instead. Yeah.
Oh man, it's crazy to think about those days. Hey,
it was so long. It was so long ago, but it's interesting because the same things that I did then like without even knowing it, are the same things we do now. We just like, they're the same things, you know, like there's no difference. It's just, I mean, obviously I'm not doing a smoothie demo. I'm not doing a smoothie demo, but like we teach that. Like, turn your live camera on and do some damn smoothie demos, people.
Yes.
You want attention?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Mm-hmm. Like do some smoothie demos. Like that. Hold on. I got a new computer and I'm trying to increase the volume. All right, cool.
Do you know what I used to do instead of, it's yelling at me. Do you know what I used to do instead of smoothie demos?
What?
I did tequila and fat bomb nights. And I would go to people's houses.
I freaking remember that. I remember when you would like do the wine online and like have the like wine chit chat and answer nutrition questions.
And then I was like, let's book people's houses. And I would book girl parties and I would do tequila and fat bombs and I would bring this like 40-inch TV because I wanted to put my slides up on the TV and I'd set up in the living room and I'd have like this big TV and I'd have like tequila and I'd have like these pre-made fat bombs. I got so many clients from those nights though.
Yep.
So many.
Oh my gosh. So many. If you're watching live and or on the replay and you've done things like this, put it in the comments.
Yeah.
I used to, oh my gosh. I used to have, these were the best props of all time. I used to have a pound of fat and a pound of muscle in like rubber, you know what I mean? And I would be able to show, because like the whole myth of like, you know, a pound of muscle weighs more than fat. I'm like, a pound is a pound. Like, I'm not sure how that works out.
It's universal.
Pretty sure pound is a pound, but the density and the space that it takes up is totally different. And so I would bring these props and oh my gosh. And I would like talk about it. And then I had like a kit and I remember bringing like peanut butter and I remember bringing yogurt and I remember bringing, what else did I bring? Because I would do like a macro test with them.
Yes.
And I'd be like, okay, I would teach them macros and I would say, is this a carb or a fat? A protein or a fat? And they'd be like, it's peanut butter, it's protein. And I'm like,
you're wrong.
Actually, the dominant macro profile is fat. Like, sure, it includes a little bit of protein, but like this, if you're like looking in my philosophy, and please don't argue with me, you know, like we need to have more protein than a tablespoon of peanut butter would provide as like your protein for the meal.
Yes.
Because it's actually your fat for the meal, because then you'd have the tablespoon of peanut butter on the whole grain bread and think that that's the protein. And then you would eat like more nuts and more fat and you would have a big problem losing weight. And so it was just, you know, really interesting to sort of go down a memory lane and look at even like all of the digital stuff that I did in like the early days, like collaborating with people and like being their nutritionist to their fitness programs. And I found like all of the digital products that I did and we sold and on ClickBank and like, you know, all of the menu plans I used to make and like all of the, I have a smoothie book on Amazon. Do you know?
I feel like I do know this, but I feel like most people would not.
I have a smoothie book on Amazon. Telling me this. Yeah. My sister took all the photos. We had a full smoothie book. Oh, so
do you know what's so cool though? When you like talk about all of this, like where you are now, where the company is now, is a culmination of all these little decisions and little actions, and none of them with the big picture of like, one day I'm going to have like the Wellness Business Hub, which is going to teach business development to other practitioners and coaches. But it's like, I feel like so many of you guys watching, even, you overthink the purpose of all of the things that you're doing. And you forget that it's just one action leads to another, leads to another, leads to another. And that's how you gain that momentum. And you end up in this place like where you never even pictured yourself going, which is exactly the right place for you to be.
And all of the things that I've done, like, oh my gosh, all of the things came down to two motivators. How do I get people to pay attention to me? And how do I get them to work with me? That was it.
Yeah. Well, that's it.
Like, those
That
were
is
the
marketing and sales.
Yeah. So, and I
Right
didn't
there.
know that. Like, it's not like I knew that, but
No.
I was like, well, how do I get more attention? Okay, I'll do a smoothie
Yeah.
demo. Okay, I'll make like a, in the early days, this was either 2004. You don't figure it out at first. It's the action. Yeah. It was either 2004, 2005, but like I'd already known SJ. And same thing, like both of us were like, she was totally offline. I was online. She had all these connections, but I was online. And I was like, let's get attention. Like, let's do something for the holidays. And this was our first big campaign. And it's funny what we're doing this year for the holidays, which we're going to announce next week. And we're going to ask all of you to participate with us. And we're going to have massive impact. And we're so excited.
So good.
Was we asked, oh my God, I should find this recipe book. If you're watching and you participated because you've been in my world this long, please let me know. We sourced our community and we got 100 people to give us recipes. And we put together a charity holiday cookbook, a digital charity holiday cookbook. And we raised like $5,000 or something for the food banks. This was like 2015, maybe even 2014. And,
Crazy.
And here's the thing. And we were talking about this actually in our 10K Success System coaching call at Someday. Could have been Monday. I don't even know what time. I have no idea. One time we talked about this. We talk about it a lot. And we were specifically talking about those practitioners who have clinical businesses or massage therapists, all of that stuff.
Yep.
And how they're likely going to have to go to lockdown again. Yeah. And we were talking about ways to make, ways to get clients, ways to earn money online quick.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And we were talking about different strategies that they could do and different ways that they could do it. And what I brought to their attention was, when you have a signature program and you understand how to acquire leads, nurture, and enroll them,
important. Mm-hmm.
You can make money any day of the week. You can get clients if you understand how to use PayPal and how to deliver an online program.
Yes.
And you can get over yourself in the sense of like, I don't want to be pushy, salesy, blah, 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 blah. Because you got to pay some bills and you're like, I have this thing that's transformative. And so therefore I'm going to go out and get 3 clients at $997 and make $3,000.
Yep.
Right. And you have nothing particularly set up or whatever, but you have the ability to do that.
Yeah.
You're fine. The massage therapists that work in our program.
Our place.
We don't have a place. The internet is our place. In our program, and we were like, listen, like, let's go. You have the ability to do this. Let's do this.
Absolutely.
You have an email list, you have a Facebook group, you have a personal page. There are always people out there who want your help now. But if you don't put yourself out there and if you don't ask for it and if you don't continuously go out into the world and offer it, no one knows you exist and no one will work with you and you will just cry in a corner.
Yep.
And, I think that it just going down memory lane, I have done the same thing. The cover page changed. The title changed. The branding has freaking dramatically changed.
That's solid.
Lord.
That's true.
I did nothing before. Anyway. But actually what I've been doing since 2009 has not changed. 2009, right? That's a long time. So
really long time.
2009 because I spent the first 2 years not knowing what I was doing. I actually started in 2007, but I did not know what I was doing. So I don't count those years. Since 2009, free talk to contracts pre-filled to if you enroll in Wow Weight Loss now, I'm going to give you extra blah, blah. Right? Scarcity, urgency. Like, I didn't know I was doing it. But it was just like asking the question, how do I get people to work with me now?
Yeah.
How do I get people to work with me now? Yeah. I need clients. How do I get people to work with me now? What do I need to do? What do I need to give them? Oh, I tried this. Nobody bought. Okay, let me try something else. Oh, I tried this and 3 people signed up. Great. I'm going to roll with that. And I'm going to add something else on top. Oh, now 5 people signed up. Great. This is working. Okay, let me just like roll with this.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And so, you know, it was such an interesting and fun trip down memory lane because it made it so clear that there is no magic pill. There is no secret to success. There is none. There's lead gen, nurture, sales, delivery. That's
there are
it.
the business principles that apply across the board.
Like you might as well just write me a check for $250,000 and I'll just make you a fake MBA like certificate. Because here you go. Like here you go. It's lead gen, nurture, sales, delivery. Period. And even yesterday, and oh my God, this is such a weird time for me. I'm like all these flashbacks. Yesterday and today both, I have podcast interviews with people that I was like in early days masterminds with, like 2012, 2013. So like 7 years later, we're still, okay. So now 7 years later, we all started $0, zero idea what we were doing, zero anything. And we're all, I would say, give or take around the same spot. Are there some that aren't? Yep. Why? They just stopped.
Yeah.
So 7 years later, if I could say to you in 7 years from now, in 2027, do you want a multi-million-dollar business? Yes or no? In the comments, go. Yes or no? 7 years. Are you willing to work for 7 years to have a multi-million-dollar business? 6 years. And actually not even. Well, yeah, let's say 7. 7 years. Yes or no?
I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see.
Same. Because 7
if
years.
You're watching and you're not.
7 years is not a long time. And it's okay if you don't. Like, if you don't want to have that big of a business, that's okay. Like, you don't have to. But, like, I didn't start being like, I want to have a multi-million-dollar business because I didn't know that existed. I didn't even know that existed. I just was like, let me pay my bills, please.
There, Mary Kay says yes.
Yes. Let me pay my bills, please. And, like, have some leftover. Right? So I can pay for my expensive supplements. Because our lifestyles are expensive. Let's face it. Like this shake probably is like a $30 shake with the kale and the organic berries and the collagen and the chia seeds and the glutamine and all the things. Like I'm drinking a $30 mason jar of things. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Right? Our lifestyles are expensive. I'm at the end of my career. I want a sustainable 6-figure. Yes. See, I love that. Yes. Good. Yes. Amazing. So this is all the rambling and all of this is just to say that there is no straight line. There is no perfect, right? There is no figuring it out. Oh, well, I figured it out and I have arrived. Like ask Oprah if she feels like she's figured it out. I'm pretty sure the answer is no. Right? Let me pay my bills. I feel you. Like it wasn't too long ago, believe me. And here's the thing, like, it wasn't too long ago. Like it really wasn't. It was 6 years ago, 6 years ago, 2016. I would say, 2016 is a write-off year because that was the year after I got divorced. Well, that was like the fourth year. Let's just say between 2015 and 2020, like it was, 3 to 5 years ago, let's say. Could I pay my bills 5 years ago? Yeah. Could I pay my bills even before that? Yeah, because my nutrition practice was 6 figures. But, 6 figures is $8,000. If you are a single income earner and you have 2 children, $8,000 does not go very far.
No.
Right? So I think it just comes down to, you know, if you are in this for the long haul, like be in it for the long haul. Like it never occurred to me that what I was doing wasn't working, that I'm a failure. I was like, oh, this sucked. All right, next. Like, oh, this didn't work. Next. You know, there was this, woe is me. Like, right? Like it was just like, I tried this thing, it didn't work. I don't know what I'm doing anyway, so it's fine. Right? There was never this like attachment to like, I'm a failure. You know, even when I did things, I remember after one wellness business summit and we sold the videos. I don't know if you were remember we made like 29 sales. I don't know if you were here yet. And
I can't remember.
I had like a list, like, you know, when you have like a big audience and you're used to people buying things from you, and you put out an offer and you make 29 sales and you're like, wow, I wish I could make 29 sales. Except when you're used to making like hundreds and you make 29 sales, you're like, well, that bombed.
I remember that now.
Right?
Yes.
We won't offer that again. Cool. Noted. Thanks, feedback mechanism. Onward. You know, was there ever points where I was like nervous because I wasn't going to pay my bills? Honestly, no, because I would just go get another credit card. Like, no.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, like I would get more clients. I would put myself out there. I would do one-on-one sessions. Okay, who wants meal plans? I'll sell meal plans. I would do personal training. Like, if you have skills, so if you have a skill set that you can offer to people, there's always going to be people that want to work with you, but you're not offering it. You're not offering it. You're not putting it out there and being like, hey, I do this. I have 3 spots open. You know, I'm having a sale on meal plans. I'm doing a thing on video. I'm doing who wants to do workouts with me on Zoom? Like, you're not doing that. If you have a skill set that you can work with clients, whether you have anything ready or not right now, and you want to earn money and help people, you can. You can. You don't have to wait. You don't have to wait. So I don't know. I don't know what else to say about that.
I think that's good.
Yeah. I think I never got caught up in myself. That's the difference. That's how come I was able to do it. That's how come some people are able to do it. It's because they don't attach self-worth to outcomes, because everything is just trial and error. You know?
Yeah. That's a big deal.
And it's not easy to do, but if you can do it, you'll enjoy the process a whole hell of a lot better. Right? Because it's not about whether you're a good person or a bad person. Like, you know how to help people. Like, you know how to help people. So go help people. Right? Don't worry about the packaging and what it looks like and what Aunt Thelma's going to say and what your colleagues are going to say and blah, 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 blah. I didn't give a shit. I didn't care. I was like, this is what I'm doing and I'm going to have to make it happen. So let's go. Let's go. All right. Well, that was fun. Don't know if we provided any value to you whatsoever, but I had a good time.
Same.
We will be back again tomorrow with more helpful tips, actually. Have a good day, everybody. Bye.